This is a review of this digital night vision that I bought on Temu. I bought it for €130. Now, when it comes to digital night vision, some of them are basically cheap crap. You can't see through them. But this one here took a chance on it, and I'm really impressed, especially if you're on the budget end of night vision, especially for doing night games in Airsoft. This is one I kind of recommend for people to get. It's quite good. This is your manual that you get with it, and then it comes in a nice padded foam box. And when you open up, the impressions of the quality is quite good. It's a nice bit of kit. So you get your night vision here. Try and get it out of the box. You get the eye cups that fit on and that. You can take them off, you can change them out. You can even adjust these as well. Sorry, I'm trying to do this all with one hand. So it's based on the PVS 7 night vision, the real thing, and this is a digital version. So in the kit you also get the skull crusher head strap, just in case you don't have a helmet. You get all the bits for attachments. You can get the dovetail here and the screws. And then on this side here, in this packaging, when I opened it up, is actually a strap, so you can wear the device around your neck. And the strap is actually quite nice. It's a nice padded strap. So a lot of thought went into this. For 130 quid, can't go wrong. So you can see a nice foam padded strap. Even has night vision on it. And in this one you get your charger, little cloth, and they also give you a freebie such as a compass. So this is the front of it. There's a cap here, so for daytime use and nighttime use you need to take this cap off, so it takes in the full ambient light into it. This here is a torch, which is quite handy. There's buttons on the side. You press the bottom one, you can see the torch coming on. Press again, it goes off. And then above you press the top one and it's a strobe. And then on this side is your IR illuminator, and I think it has 8 modes of illumination. The front here you can adjust by twisting the dial. It has markings on the side. Now it's not great for depth perception as in walking, but seeing like in the distance, it's absolutely brilliant. I could see like up to 55 meters, no bother. And just in the dusky evening where it's just getting dark, you don't need to turn on the IR. There's a setting inside. When you press it, it's a little half moon, and it takes in the ambient light and you can see clearly. The only problem with it is when you switch it on, these buttons light up. So a problem to solve that, I'm going to get a permanent marker and just go over the top of these to blacken them out. On this side here you have your zoom in and then your zoom out. This is for your IR. You press it a couple of times and it switches to the different levels. You can also record on this because it has a little SD card that comes with it. This is where you charge it. That's where you put your SD card. There is a battery and all in it. That's the battery there, and it is rechargeable, so I just leave that in the device when I'm charging it through the port here. It has the eye cups, you can see through there. Let's see if I can get that. So it has the date and time on the bottom. It has your battery up to the right, on the top right. It has your SD card then shown, and then you can change between the settings for recording if you're going to record a game, or take pictures. Sorry there. And it has the time. Also it has the zoom, which is in the middle where you see the XO. That's where when you zoom it'll go to 1, 2, 3 all the way up to 8. Also when you're recording it will come on and it will let you know when you're recording. You can swap between taking pictures, but also you can play back the footage on this device. You can see what you have captured on the device. So it's a bit bulky, but it's quite good, I have to say. You get these little straps that came in the box. I was trying to figure out where you put them. It's very tight fitting here. I just pushed it through with a pin and pulled it out the other side. This is if you're going to strap it around your neck or to your helmet. You can use the bungee cords onto this so you don't lose the device. So very impressed by this. I'll do a few upgrades to it. I'll camera it out with camo tape and stuff like that. As I said, I'll get marker and just blacken out these buttons, because in the dark you can see these. The IR light on it, it can be picked up by other night vision. That's the proper stuff. It can be picked up by your phone. You can see it with the naked eye, but from a distance not really. If you're up close you will see the red illuminator in here. But like as I said, when it's getting dusk, just where it's not fully dark but it's dark enough where you can't really see as well, it will take the ambient light and it will highlight everything really crystal clear. Last night I was testing out in the dark and I had just the first IR setting on and I could see really clearly. I could see like 55 meters no problem and beyond, like. And then I did jack up the IR just to see what it could do. Now depth perception, when you're walking with this, trying to work out your depth perception, it's really difficult. It's not built for that, but you would be able to get a night game out of this, definitely in Airsoft. And as I said, the torch on the side is quite handy. Like if you are walking into an area, you can switch on your torch. You can kind of see the ground a bit and then quickly switch it off. So there you go, guys. If you're trying to get into cheap digital night vision, this one here is really good to get. I highly recommend it. I'll put up some footage of me outside the back of the house during the night time and the evening time. You can see what it's all about. So this is the back of my house. It's just getting dusk and as you can see it's a bit dark at the moment, and this is without the IR on. How clear, I don't know if you can see that, but the image is quite good, crystal clear. It's like near enough daylight. So I'm standing here now in the dark. There's a gate in the distance. It's about 50 meters, and to the left of it there's some wood that's just about 55 meters, and there's the gate, and to the left there is the wood, and you can see it quite clearly. Really good. And that's how good these are. So back through the night vision. It's on IR1. That's not even the full power of the IR light. And there's the gate. So the IR and that's it there, but to the eye it's very small. On IR1 it's very small, little light to see with the naked eye. Obviously on night vision or on your phone you can pick it up, and that's on the lowest setting of the IR. So you can see how dark it is, and just back through that, just back through the night vision here. That gate there is about 50 meters away from where I am. Let's see if I can zoom in, because there's a digital zoom. There you are, zooming in. And you just adjust the focus, and that's the wood, which is about 55 meters away. And there I am zooming in. So the digital zoom is quite good, and that's it without. So it's quite dark now, as you can see, and I just put it on to IR1, which is the first. Let's see if I can get this. The first IR, and I can see quite clearly in the dark. So my target, that's there. You can't see. That's without. And that's through the night vision. So that's how good it is. And where I'm standing, that target is about 30 meters away in the dark. So this digital night vision, as I said, these buttons light up. So when you switch on the device, you'll see. So just a permanent marker, see if this works, to black them out a bit, to dull them down so they're not as illuminated in the night. So you can see there, just build it up on it. You can see the difference, how bright those ones are compared to the ones I just dulled out. I also have some camouflage tape that I'll cut and stick on the device just to kind of lighten it up a bit. So that's a wee trick to kind of dull down these bright lights, especially at night time. You can see these more than the IR itself, which is quite annoying. It's a pity you can't actually switch these lights off on the buttons.